everywhere. So it will affect their performance. You see, what happened during the presidential primaries?
Yes.
The police were there. The EFCC were there. Were they not looking the right way when things were going wrong?
So the age, I think, goes a long way, as you said. But during the times of
not only in the military, even in the civil service.
You recall that during the times when the former president Olusegun Obasanjo, President Muhammadu Buhari, when they were in the military, they were still in their 30s, and so they had all of the youthful gusto and vigor to fight the war, and they were passionate about the country.
The war was at 5 years when
doesn't mean Mazi, that this present armed forces are not as passionate.
Not passionate. It has been compromised because they don't want to leave.
But then, if you look at the fact that their wives, the wives of the fallen heroes especially, are always in fact, they still complained on Saturday, talking about the fact that their welfare is zero, and you know, all of the gratuity
I've not said it. I've said it.
To them.
Their welfare is zero. Nothing. They, except in some states where the governors are even. I remember the late Major General J.T. Akiru said the wife died last year. Last year, and was last year or year before the last? No, year before the last. That's 2021.
Yes.
So, and the wife died. So it was the state government that nothing has happened. So even those now, even the retired military soldiers now, their welfare is nothing to write about.
But the commission courage the ones that are working.
There's a commission in charge.
A lot of them will tell you that is not worth dying for.
If my family will not be taken care of when I die, so I better, that is general, I'm not saying myself, I'll make sure that I emerge to where that will take care of my children. Since the government that I signed to defend the nation will not take care of the welfare of my people when I die. So that is why people go all out to make sure that their families are comfortable when they die.
Again, wouldn't that still...
So it's very, very sad. Very sad.
That still boils down to the issue of corruption, because there's a commission that is in charge of pensions, for these men and women, in terms of be the soldiers, Air Force, Navy, even down to the police. But we've had over time issues of, the police pension, has been looted and all of that, with nothing done about it. So the question would be, why is the hierarchy of the armed forces not taking action in terms of addressing the loopholes that are created as a result of the pensions not being paid?
That's a $1 million question to answer, because I did not hear it. At this point, last time soldiers came out protesting and they arrested them and charged them for mutiny. Have they investigated it? Since after that, what has happened? There was a time the policemen threatened to go on strike. They say you can't do that, right? Go to their barracks. Go to their barracks and see what is happening. I think it was not here I mentioned we hosted a crusade in one of the barracks in Area F. No, it's an eyesore. It's an eyesore. Their pensions are not paid. Their salary. You see, even in civil service. So there are, I think, corruption unlimited everywhere. But to get it done, to make sure we move forward, is that we must have a working system. Our judiciary should work. If you are caught, if it is life sentence. I don't subscribe for
capital punishment.
But I think there's a country that's still adopting it.
That's so
now, our judiciary, our National Assembly, should be those who are, not those who have been there. Not those who will say it is my turn. Not those who will say wait their own turn. Not those who said this is. Barack Obama, how old was he? We need younger people. Young breed, male and female, that will go and take us to the promised land. Not people of my age, not people senior me. You find out that if there are some people who are elder than myself,
But you mentioned it yourself,
even the police, everywhere, even the civil. Do you know why civil service are not employing again. There are those who are supposed to be
retired.
They are still there. If they don't retire, would they give room for younger ones? They are even grandchildren. So it's something that we need to. Last time, about how many years ago, the chief judge of Abia State was retired compulsory because he forged his age. Can you imagine that?
A chief judge.
Yes.
A chief judge in Abia State. You know about it?
I know the story.
Because he forged his age. So it is, if it has gotten to that level, a law, somebody who's supposed to interpret law, this is now he found. So basically, the way forward is for us to get it right. And I'm looking for a better Nigeria, so that Nigerians will. Do you know that there was a time? I'm sorry to use this condensed milk, this small one. How much was it? How much was that being paid in 1976, 75? 96 naira. When I was in the bank, how much? My basic salary was 525 naira. How much did I buy my car in 1982? How much did I buy my car? So when I married, how much did I spend in my wedding? So now that the people had conscience in those days, people fear God a little.
But there were talks of corruption. Even back then, even the first strike action happened.
Let me tell you, not this time where you will now tell me that snakes swallowed millions of naira. Not now you tell me that a monkey swallowed this. Not time you tell me you use 200 million naira to cut a bush.
Well, sad, but
so what are you telling me? It was there, but it wasn't there. People had fear of God then. And people also had the fear of the law, the land.
Mazi, how do you think we can, serve armed forces better? And I'm using serve because it's a two-way street. As much as they are sacrificing and serving us, we should also be able to, serve them in certain capacities, provide them the ammunitions they need to go to war when they need to, provide the necessary welfare for themselves and their families and all of that. Just provide a working environment or a conducive environment for them to discharge their duties. So the question will be, how do you think we can better serve our armed forces?
A good leader is important. Leadership is key.
Okay.
If you have a good leader who knows that leadership is sacrifice, just like the armed forces you are talking about, these are the people who said, I've now placed my life on the table to serve Nigeria. And the nation will say, I will take care of you when you die. That was the difference between now and then. When people go out and mortgage their lives for the paid it as a sacrifice for you and me. The foreign heroes, they tried. Some of them slept in the bush for so many years, so many years. Some of them in the trench. I don't know whether you have known what you do.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean by trench, you read it. You have not seen it.
I've seen it.
You have seen it. Now, in the trench, just like grave, right? They will be there. Rain, at time rain falls, that would be so no water for so many days, no food, nothing. He said, this is this. And when a soldier dies, it's very painful for a nation to lose one particular soldier.
Yes.
A particular soldier. But now, nothing. Look how many soldiers have been killed in Brunei, all over. So it's something. That's why people, they see it now, families see it now, and even themselves say, no, let me see a way to make money.
But would this change involve sacking all the old generation?
I won't subscribe to that. You won't push me to say yes to that, but a gradual retirement, a gradual phasing out, because experience, you don't buy it in the market.
They can give it from the background.
Wait now, experience, you don't read it on the pages of newspapers. So it must be, if you are due for retirement, go. Before then, there are people.
But that would include investigation of those who have falsified their ages.
So, exactly.
In those days, there was nothing like that.
No, but we're talking about the present.
The present, because of the system, is bad. That's why somebody can go swipe bribe his or her way to the record staff, bring out a file, remove what is there, backdate it. If not even, I'm not sure people are listening to me. It's not also so. It's also so in the ministry. church environment. So don't want to go at 70. Corruption is all over. I'm sure nobody listen to me. So it is bad. Look, I hope you are prepared for my 70th birthday this year. Okay. Fine. So now I don't need to, because people look at me and say, you 60, early 60s, blah blah blah. No, my age, my birth certificate was signed by DCO. My father was a retired military officer. All of us will have our birthday certificate, apart from the church baptism certificate. So where will I now go? I was in primary school in 1962, 63. I was there even before the advent of the Civil War. Right? I saw the Civil War. Then I've told you story how we ran from my village, my compound to the village in 1969. I was baptized in my church in 1967. So all those things are there. So
it can be tracked.
It can be tracked. In my primary school are there. So if you, what will I benefit? Now I will now go and swear for the way that I was born in 1967, 1971. Is that not crazy? That not
apparently there needs to be
it's an honor. You see, look at my hair. Look at my hair. There's trace of old age on me. So no matter, I've never used a dye before. I can't use it, right? The gray hair is an honor. It's given by God, and you should respect. But our old men that they be respected because their hands are. They have. God help us.
Apparently, there needs to be a general overhaul of the system.
There is need for us to move forward by making sure that the younger ones, the elderly ones, give room for the younger ones. But teaching them, not laying a very bad foundation.
Okay, I was coming there
because the young man that came to my brother's place, I look at him. He said, this. He was spending a lot of money. Do you see him that is going to do anything within the first 2 years? Is he not trying to? Some of this money he borrowed it from friends and banks. Of course, I think banks have stopped giving loans to politicians now, right? So unless we get it right by making sure that the elderly one that's supposed to go gives way for the younger ones to come in.
Are these young ones ready? Because if you look at the crop of the youngsters,
corruption. There is a big children, the youth are after money now.
Yes,
there's a big problem too.
They are there. They are even at drugs. And I think you read about how many billion worth of
tramadol, castle. Yeah,
you can't see people of my age going there. Oh, for what?
So the youth that would take over, are they ready?
It's because the system is a foundation. And the peer pressure from parents as well. I'm able to say it. Right?
Okay.
When I bought my first car in 1982, I think I've told the story. My father said, he called me. I drove my car to the village. Around 3 a.m., my father called me. Come, how do you get this money? Have you reached the age of... I said, it's a loan. And I had to bring all the application approval. He now went into his and gave me one cock. Fowl, chicken, and bless me. So how many parents can do it? Honestly, if I see my children, of course my children are all grown. My last born is about 40 years now. My grandchildren, I say, if I see you with anything, I'll ask you the source and who gave you. If I didn't buy it, their father didn't buy it, who bought it for you? How many parents can do it? How many parents can come and say, bring your school bag, let me see what is happening there? How many parents? Peer pressures from parents. Pressure from parents. You left school before this one. Look at it, I built this. But if you go to the village, you see the mansions people are building. Younger boys, not our age.
So where should we start from? We are talking about the fact that the old ones should go,
exactly.
But the young ones are not ready.
Like I said, it's going to be a gradual process. Laying a very good foundation for your children. The home is important. The church or the worship religious center, important. Teaching the right thing. I don't know, in my years of primary school there was moral education. I don't know whether they still there now, where they teach you that this is wrong, right? So we need to start from somewhere by laying a very solid foundation for a greater tomorrow, because the way things are going now, if it continues like that, and of course those who have been the I mean, the hem of her face is 1960 should give way. For the younger ones to go, you have to learn. You have to learn by making mistakes and improving on that. If you make a mistake today, tomorrow you will not repeat it again. So, but unfortunately, they want to say, I'm in charge, wait for your in the ministry, where say, wait for your turn. So it is not right for you to be where you're supposed to live, to give room for the younger ones. And the younger ones, be ready to learn. Don't be conscious of money. Money will be there. You will die and you will bury. If you look at the age, the rate people die now. How do you say somebody 70? Somebody at 70.
Well, Mazi, we have to wrap this conversation.
So it's important to lay a very good foundation for the young ones.
Yeah, well, thank you thus to all of our armed men, those who are fallen and those who are still alive. We really appreciate your effort, of course, in protecting the territorial integrity of Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mazi, for
Thank you. The federal government take care of their families. It's important. But they fought for this country.
All right, Mazi, thank you and have a great day. We'll take a break now. We'll be back to talk money. Don't go anywhere.